What's up, guys? It's your boy New York Hobbyist back again with another video, and today I have a video that someone requested me recently, very recently, that he commented on. I think was my ZOHD Kopilot auto launch demo, or it was the actual video of me flying the Sonic model. I have a little screenshot up in the screen right now showing what he asked me to do, and what I can think from that question is he asked me to pretty much show you how to get low rates when you're in manual mode on a Radiomaster TX16S. Obviously, Radiomaster TX16S is running OpenTX, which is very helpful because I would not be able to do this if I had my Flash Guy video, which is pretty obvious. But yeah, and if for the person that commented this, I think if I remember your name is Tim. Now, Tim, if you're commenting this and you're asking how to change it to Delta Wing, but you said that you had a ZOHD 250G, so I'm assuming that you already have it in flying wing form. So right now I'm only going to show you how to get the low rates in manual mode, and just a little side tip on how to lower your rates even in stabilization mode if that's also a problem for you. So we're going to go straight into it. I don't know how I'm going to record the Radiomaster TX16S. I hope I do good. I only have a tripod. Before I used to have like this thing that used to hang over my table, but I don't know where I put that. But if I find it, you guys will be seeing this video. If I don't, I'll try to make up something. But with Radiomaster TX16S running OpenTX, getting low rates in the manual mode is super easy. And you will see how easy it is, Tim, and for anybody else who clicks on this video wondering how to put manual mode in how to put low rates when you're in manual mode. Because the ZOHD 250, even the Sonic model, because you need full rates for stabilization mode and return to home, putting in the manual mode, it just goes from very soft and docile to straight up 1,100, and it's uncontrollable. I actually, on the second maiden, the successful maiden of this, I did a full roll by accident, and I almost crashed into the ground the same day that I was recording that video. I'll put a card up for that video of the successful maiden. So having a manual mode switch is really good, and I did have one on my Flash Guy, but it was on a separate one. I am showing you how to do it on the same switch as your mode switch, which would be very convenient. And Tim, if you're not looking for the same switch on for the modes, like if you go into manual mode, it will automatically lower your rates. If you're looking for a separate switch, let me know down in this video so I can also make a very quick video on that, and that will be a super quick video. And yeah. But I think it's better if you have it just once you're in manual mode, your rates are automatically lowered to a respectable number, which I do have already on my transmitter. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Sorry for the little long intro I had to explain. And shout out to Tim for video requests. I like that. Actually, I encourage you guys to let me know of some videos you guys were thinking with the planes I have now, and if anything like that. If I can't do the video, I'll let you know in the comment. If I could, I'll let you know just like I did to Tim. So let's do it. You guys will see this on the bench. Or I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'll figure it out in a second. All right, see you there. All right, well, now we have my remote on my bench. You guys can see that I actually found the clip here, but only way I can show you guys everything is if I zoom out. So sadly, you have to see the clip. I hope it's not really that much annoying to you. And I also have the Radiomaster propped up right here in front of you guys, and we'll get into it. So one thing I'm going into right now is when I go to model and I go to the inputs, you'll see that my throttle is actually lowered. That's not true. That throttle is actually my elevator. It's super confusing because of my mixes, the way that I did everything. So because of that, and you guys can see my mixes, because of that, it looks like I am lowering my throttle, or my throttle is the flight mode switches, but it's actually not. And it looks like elevator is not touched. It's actually not. That's reverse. Elevator, that elevator right here is actually my throttle, and my throttle here is actually my elevator. So I hope you guys don't get confused. It's the way that I put my mixes and my inputs, because I really wanted channel 3 on my output map on my telemetry, on my screen here, to be channel 3. When I make new models, for some reason, I don't know if this is only me, the channel 2 on my output map is actually my throttle, but in reality, it's AETR, which means that no matter what, my throttle is on channel 3. I don't know why in the remote, it shows that my channel 2, when I make new models, is throttle, but on my normal planes, like my E-Sky, my A728, and all that stuff, it shows that it's normal. It's channel 3 is normal. So the reason why I have this such confusing mess over here is because I really wanted on my output map to be channel 3 on the output map, which is this little box right here with channel 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the values right here. So don't get confused. Just when you see this, when you see throttle here, that's actually my elevator and not my actual throttle. So don't touch your throttle anytime. Just don't do it. All right, so let's get into it, and I'm gonna do an example on this is actually my throttle, so not my elevator, on my throttle, and I'm gonna do an example, and we're gonna do that. So before I do that, I want to tell you guys one thing that I do recommend you guys do as well. It's only if you like it. This is my personal preference, and I think I want to share this information with you. Is switch B, which is right here, is my mode switch, and I have it so that stabilize is at the top. Manual mode is in the middle, as you guys can hear, and return to launch and return to home or return to launch is in the bottom position. I had to put -100 even on my FlySky as well, because the normal standard for the ZOHD Kopilot is if you don't reverse this switch, it will be return to home at the top, manual in the middle, and stabilize at the bottom. I didn't really like that, because why would I have return to home at the top? Because when you turn on this transmitter, everything is always flipped up. So being in stabilized mode kind of makes more sense. That's my personal preference. I do recommend you guys do that. And but if not, that's totally up to you. But I think it's just a lot easier knowing that your return to home is at the bottom of the switch, except for at the top of the switch. I think personally, me, that's a lot easier. Manual mode. So let's go back, and that's not what I meant to do, but let's go back, and we're gonna go here. So you guys can see the setup I have. I have 100% at the top of the switch. At the top of the switch, if I click down, manual mode, I have 35% on the ailerons and 40% on the elevator. And go back down, I have 100% again. So this is how you guys want to do it. Tim, I'm hoping this is what you're talking about. I'm hoping that you're not telling me that you want rates on a different switch. If that's true, I could make a complete video on that. It is extremely simple. But if not, then this is the way I have it on my plane currently, because I know that these little lightweight, 600mm wings are very touchy, especially with the amount of throws. The factory, like ZOHD and Sonic model, which is the same company pretty much. The fact that they put so much throws on the surfaces, it's actually insane. So I'm going to go to my throttle, and we're going to do a quick demonstration with my throttle. Remember, this is my throttle, not my actual elevator, just letting you guys know. So what you want to do is you want to click the jog wheel, and you'll see that it gets boxed out. Click right, and you see that it makes another copy of your original copy. So you click that, you click back down, and boom, it is set inside the inputs. Now what you want to do is you want to come back and you want to edit. You got to hold down the jog wheel, press edit, and then you want to come to switch. I'm going to make up a switch. I guess we can use switch up here. This is a 3-position switch, switch SE. With OpenTX, all you have to do is just hit the SE button, and it knows what position it's in. Boom, and you leave it at 100. You leave it at 100 because that's what you want, because the ZOHD Kopilot needs 100 rates on stabilize, and it needs 100 rates on return to home. If you want expo, you can add in your expo. Hold up. If you want expo, you can add in your expo if you want. This is my throttle switch, so I don't want expo in my throttle. So I just want a linear curve, and let's return back. Now with the new one, we can do this one more time, because it's a 3-position switch, SE or SB in terms of like my actual aileron and elevator. And we'll come back and we'll do the same thing here, but this time, obviously, we go to switch, we put it in the middle position of SC, and now we go to my weight, but now we lower the weight, because remember, the middle position is actually the manual mode, regardless on how you have it. If you have it stabilized, manual return to home, or even return to home, manual stabilized, manual is always in the middle. So you want the middle switch to be on the low rates. And let's say we have a 60% elevator. Remember, it's my rudder, my throttle, so don't get confused. And boom, so now when we go into SC, we should have 100% rates. When we go in the middle switch, we should have 60% weights. And now on the last one, now you guys can pretty much tell what I'm talking about. You come here and you put the switch, super easy, flip it up, and boom. So now, just a quick demonstration. Now look, when I'm at the top position of the switch, all the way at the top, it's gonna be 100% rates. When I'm in the middle position, it's gonna be 60% rates. And when I'm at the bottom position, it will be back to 100%, because the way I have it set up is I have manual mode, return to launch, and then obviously at the top, and the top stabilized mode, just like that. So that's pretty much just a quick demonstration. So these, and so just think of it for aileron and elevator if you're using a wing, which you are because you're using a ZOHD 250G. And that's pretty much how you get a lower rate in manual mode. Like I said before, or I think I did, if I remember correctly, if you're looking for having it on a different switch, and when you get into manual, you can move that switch to whatever low rate you want. I can also make a video on that very simply. But if you want it like how I did it, where once you hit manual mode, it automatically lowers the rates for you to whatever rates you desire, then that's the way to do it. So right now, let me just undo everything. So let's get rid of this switch. We'll get rid of this SA, not inverted SA. And then we just come here, we hold down, we delete, and we come here, we hold down, we delete, and boom, we're back. So now with my ailerons and my switch at the top, which I can't really show you guys, but you guys can kind of tell, I'm in stabilized. You can see the black light up. I'm at 100% rates. Manual mode, the black lights up. I'm at 35% rates on my elevator, on my aileron and elevator. You can see 40%, 35%, and return to launch at 100%. And that's pretty much it. So, you know, and that's pretty much it. Very simple, and I hope this helps you a lot, Tim, and anybody else that needs this little tip. And OpenTX makes life very easy. It's just a little confusing to get into, but besides that, let's go to the outro, and I'll just conclude it off. I'm sorry if this little like overhead, you know, it's really bad and it's really blurry. I know it's blurry, and I'm so sorry about that, but it's this little mount that I'm using. It's just not that good, and I definitely want to get like a better one. But until then, I hope it's good enough. I hope you don't have to squint your eyes, because that would be really messed up on my part as a YouTuber. And so yeah, I'll see you guys in the outro. Well, that was pretty much it for you, Tim, or for anybody else that wants to know this video. That was pretty much it. And a couple things I want to go through is, sorry about the quality with the little overhead shot, and how I try to get the phone as far away as possible from the actual screen, but it wasn't possible with the setup I have. So because of that, the footage actually kind of came out a little blurry, and I hope you guys didn't have to squint your eyes all the time. I think once I started going into the menus and the white background, I think that helped a lot. So I'm sorry about that, guys. Won't happen again. I promise you that. Another thing you guys probably noticed is I'm wearing a different shirt, and this is because I'm filming this outro way long after I actually recorded the intro and the overhead top shot. So I had to do a couple stuff. Actually, currently I am doing a couple stuff. I am currently taking care of a little puppy for my cousin. So, you know, I was doing a couple stuff, so sorry about that. And also another thing I want to talk about is why I haven't really been posting much. Is also the reason is because I'm waiting for my reptile stuff from AliExpress. It's been taking forever. And B, now that winter's pretty much coming, as you can tell outside, it's pretty bright. You can't really see outside, but it's pretty bright. But the wind is still a little high, and I want to wait till it dies down to start making some more videos. In the future, I am thinking about getting a RC plane dolly launcher for my ASW28, because so far I don't really trust my hand launching and all that stuff. But back to the actual reason why you're hearing the video, and yes, that's pretty much how you do it. And having it on the same mode switch, where if you hit it into manual mode, you will have lower rates. Now, I don't know, Tim, if you wanted it on a different switch where you can have, when you go into manual mode, you can have medium rates or high rates or low rates, but that's just how I have it set up. OpenTX makes it really easy to do stuff like that, so as long as you guys follow along, and remember, don't get confused, my throttle is actually my elevator is actually my throttle. That's just something because I wanted the output screen here to be channel 3 with the throttle, not channel 2, like most of my planes that are at. It's pretty much pretty simple. It's actually a very simple job, and I probably just over freaking explained it, and that's why it's probably 9 minutes long. So yeah, Tim and whoever else clicked on this video for this specific reason, I hope this helped you a lot. If not, let me know down in the comments. I'm sorry about the screen. I'm very, very sorry about that. I'm sorry about the screen. It was blurry, and if you have to squint your eyes, I'm so sorry. It will not happen again. I like to give you guys quality content, not crappy content. So yeah. Now, when you should go up in the air, this thing should be balanced. I think the next time I'll take this up, I'll flip it into manual mode with the settings I have. I think I have 35% ailerons, 40% elevator. And I'm going to see if she's very controllable or she's not controllable. And if she's very controllable, then if you have a Sonic model with the stock hole settings that you got from the factory, she will fly perfectly in manual mode. And I usually fly in stabilized mode regardless, but sometimes if you want to do a roll or something like that, or just a crazy backflip, then you kick it into manual mode. So I hope this video helped you. Sorry about the blurriness, and it will not happen again. And let's just go to the outro, and let's just say the things I always say. Keep driving, RC. Video coming on the Traxxas Nitro / soon. Keep flying, RC. And I hope you guys have a great day. Shout out to Tim for that video request. Actually, very good video request. Let me know down below if you guys want any more video requests, and I'll see you guys all later. Peace.